that's 1st August to 10th August. What do you have to say? Because millions of Nigerians out there are waiting for this, the aftermath of the protest. Of course, we're looking forward to seeing how the government will want to react before the October 1st. What could be your say at this moment?
I think the protest is a warning. It's a warning bell. When you sit alone, do you think this can go on forever? Can this really go on forever? The answer is no. And so if there is a warning that people want to protest and they are giving you demands, they are asking you to be able to profess some solutions to it. But you are looking at it as if, the fact that they're even giving warnings and then you are going about getting, court injunctions to stop them from protesting or to regulate them to certain places, which is highly unconstitutional. Nigeria is really reaping with unconstitutional, they're just operating unconstitutionally. Somebody was mentioning the issue of the states, looking at the states. The states were happy with Minister of States is against the Constitution of Nigeria. There is nowhere that Minister of States. So if you have more than 36, you know that you are operating unconstitutionally. There is nowhere that it is written that you can have more than, that you can have even a Minister of State if you go and check the Constitution of Nigeria. And so we are saying you are pushing people to the wall. When you push people to the wall, it will backlash on you. We are warning, we are telling, look, whatever you are doing, you need to be held accountable to ourselves. There is so much corruption that is happening at the state level, at the federal level, and what they are doing with what is the body language Tinubu is telling people? By going and you are riding a new plane, you are riding new cars and all of those things. You are talking about even they are locking up Nigerians for holding another flag. During NSAS, Nigerians held Nigerian flags and they were modern. You had the stain of children's blood on the Nigerian flag. How many offices do we have here that have different flags that are, roaming about Nigeria? What does flag have to do with hunger? There are so many hungry children. Have you accepted that you have so many hungry children? You have more than, officially by the Bureau of Statistics, with 84.7 million Nigerians living below the poverty line. That's before the oil, this fuel crisis came up. And so when you put that down, where are the children of the 84 million? Are they in school or not? We have Nigerian children. Some of them are in school, before even some parents cannot pay for even the GSS exams. And so you have truncation, at that level. For even WAEC exams, many cannot pay for that fee. They are truncated. But a lot of people who are being able to do it, they are not going through JAMB, and so they are truncated. People who have gone to JAMB and they are in school, they are about, so many of them are not, making it through the university. People are dropping at 200 level, at 300 level, and so on and so forth. We need to see what is that. We have to pay attention to education. Investing in the human capital. When you give children, scholarship to go and read, you are not doing them any favor. You are investing in the human capital for your own economy. You are not just like they invested in all of them. And so the kind of corruption we have needs to give way. The leaders need to show the signs for, when you are looking at the parliament, they are adjusting salaries, they are in their comfort zone. But they cannot be comfortable like that because Nigerian children are hungry. And hunger has no language. They need to release, Nnamdi Kanu. They need to look at the unity of this country. When it comes, I said before, when you go to the east, when you go to the south, you can adjust and discuss with the militants. You don't want to discuss with IPOB, but you can discuss with the insurgency in the north, and you are rehabilitating people. What are we doing? You need to unite this country. We are better in our diversity. And we are rich. This is one of the richest countries in the world. And so, whoever is working against it will not succeed.
What are your advice to the youth?
My advice to the youth is to conduct themselves. We believe in non-violence. Non-violence. Government should stop turning the youth against each other because they go to mobilize against the youth. And this is the first time that we're also witnessing people throwing, police shooting, tear gas inside buses. What are you doing? When the police that is shooting that tear gas cannot afford a bag of rice. So what are you doing? Someday, all of these people will turn against the government. And then we have a policy change.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And in Lagos, we also try to confine people. I think for us, it and is this a joke? And on that first day, unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to go, to the field because I was in the media. And I just say these are the most quiet human beings or the most obedient Nigerians that I'm having. And they are going to the assembly, they are actually going to the National Stadium. I'm just going to talk about Lagos. And they went to the National Stadium, and there, the government people, the pro-government people were mobilized. About 15 vehicles were mobilized. You have asked them to go to the stadium, and you have mobilized against them also in the stadium. Look at the kind of insanity of our leaders mobilizing Nigerians against Nigerians. Young Nigerians, dividing and rule. At the end of the day, that day, some of them were fighting that they asked them they were going to give them 5,000. They are not giving them 3,000. They were busy fighting. But when people decided to go to the Eagle Square, they went to the Eagle Square. One of the things we were also told is that, the police said you should not go to the 3-arm zone. In all of our protests in this country, at least in Abuja, you go to the National Assembly. You go to the Eagle Square. You go to wherever you want to go and protest. And for us, when you ask several questions, we were talking about, what is going to come, did it happen, or what is going to happen after? The warning we have been given is that the things that will come in front, the government will not be able to stand it. If this protest did not happen, other protests will come. And was there a mobilization for this protest? Ladies and gentlemen, I was in the protest. I was not mobilized. Hunger has no language. Poverty has no language, whether you are in the north or in the south. And I'll come back to the fact that you said there was protest in some parts in the south, or maybe southeast, and no protest in the southeast, we are talking about it. Let us look at the unity of this country. There was the issue of the militants in the south. President Yar'Adua then sorted it out by talking to them, organizing them, and rehabilitating and giving so many scholarships. He came to we had the bandits or the insurgency in the north. Some people who are saying we have killed thousands of people, you are rehabilitating them. But you have to become in prison. How many people did he kill? What did he do? If somebody, you don't need the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you are a leader, have you called the people in the country? Why are we going for election? I led the civil society organizations to election in Anambra State, and then going to the 2023 general elections. When we got to Anambra State, there was so much going on. We asked the security agencies, why don't you engage the people that are talking of IPOP? It's not that these people are not known to you. Talk to them. I can tell you that Anambra election became one of the most peaceful. At the end of the day, we were traumatized by several things. What we are saying here is, who are you? Now, the President Tinubu himself, who knows how to protest? You see, they're just leading us to the protest itself. You started by mobilizing religious leaders. You bring in every religious leader to Abuja. Bring in traditional rulers to Abuja to appease to them. And some young people came out and said nobody can protest in Abuja. Nobody can protest anywhere. We have demystified that. The language of order, if the president can get up one day, he even forgot his speech on the inauguration day. He came up and said, subsidy is gone. What is the subsidy? We have 4 refineries that are not working. And then you take our crude outside and bring it back, and the poor have to pay for it. So when you tell me that subsidy is gone, I do not understand what you're talking about. My first work was as an assistant general secretary at the Nigerian-African Congress. So I know all the issues about subsidy. So we have an NNPC without a refinery, a working refinery. Every year they have been putting a budget for the refineries in Nigeria, in the 4 refineries. When you are producing, when you are refining oil, the byproducts for petrochemical industries, there is so many, we have the youth bonds. I always say that population is a blessing. It's not a cause. If we have population, in other times, they are lacking population. But then we have thousands of young graduates, energy for industries, and the industries are not there. You take our money out, and then you bring back. So how can you tell me, if you are buying the crude 100, and you take it out, and then you purchase it again, buy the refined product 500, and you ask me to pay for it? The kind of irresponsibility and insanity we have is a test case. But they didn't know that the protest will eventually happen. Let me tell you, I was at the protest, but nobody gave me a call to go and protest. I'm a woman in this country. I go to the market. Because of that singular act of going and get Tinubu, of saying subsidy is gone. One day we went to bed when the fuel was 165, and we woke up and it was 617. And Nigerians went to bed. I can't believe it because I've lived through protests. I lived through the structural adjustment programs, and we saw what the government, the level of insanity and primitive accumulation of wealth is unforgivable. We have almost a wastage of the political class. Not everybody is a waste, but many of us, many Nigerians, and the reason why I went out, even went to go and sit at the National Assembly, at the National Stadium, was because we were tear-gassing students, tear-gassing young people who have come out to, they are really obeying you enough to go there. Nobody is obeying anything because people spread down to us. Anywhere we want to go, we'll be able to go. Answer the language, bring down the fuel price. There's you don't need to organize any meeting with anybody. Don't call me to any meeting. You didn't call anyone of us to meeting when you increase the price of fuel. So don't call anybody, act. And the very person, and he also organized something that happened uniquely. The words of opposition were quelled because they have placated. If you show your face, they say you are the one. Are you afraid? Who are you afraid of? My junior colleague here said, I cannot sleep in my house. I will sleep in my house if you like. Even in the ministry, during the ministry, we were still protesting. I was part of the team that called an extraordinary session of the African Commission on Human Rights for the abortion issue. We went to the country, we went and we came back. We went to Kampala for that meeting, and we came back into the country. And they allowed us into the country. They allowed negotiations. So what are we talking about? The political class. I want to speak one more thing that the cost of governance that we talk about. How many you have 400 people accompanying you on international journeys? And you have in each of these countries, you have the High Commission. So why are you taking those things around? And I spent some time in Tanzania. One of the things that President Magufuli, of blessed memory now, did was he wanted to travel. They had about 30 people in the entourage for him. He said, for what? Why are you giving me all these people to travel with me? He said, no. Give me 3 people. Go to our embassy over there. 3 people. They took the money and told him in the hospital. Use that money. Say you have the money, bring the money, and use it for the hospital. Now you have our president taking entourage. At this time, he bought a plane, an Airbus, and a car for 1 million. If I drive a limo to my village now, and the world will flash in my head, the level of insanity needs to come down. Don't talk to us. Act and we will understand. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Act and we will understand what you have said. So in essence, you say that there was no need for dialogue. The people had said what they wanted and what they were expecting was a response. Now, very quickly, I would like to